Bienvenido a EPIC45. And that's all the Spanish you're going to get, sadly, because I'll get told off. Sponsored by Intel, obviously, and special thanks to Sprat Base. And welcome back. We've had a nice little short break. So many good games today, and we've got a couple more BO1s before we get to that upper bracket. I mean, what a game we have today. Iberian Soul versus Danish team, or AB. We'll go with AB, because I'm not going to upset anybody, but it's a really promising match.
I agree. As we're going to talk about Iberian Source, two former players coming from Movie Star Koi and Smoothie actually being the sub-in, man. Honestly, this team has been on fire, especially AAB. AAB with the promising Danish lineup, but I want to focus on Iberian Souls. If you're looking at Iberian Souls, if you look at their past recent history of match, unfortunately they got knocked out the ESL Pro League, the close qualifiers to OG, the 2-1.
Yep.
They won the Galaxy Battle Series in the 3-1 Grand Final, best of 5. I think this Iberian Souls come with fire and smoke. This team is a very confident team, especially that I think they're very familiarized with the tier 2. Of course, all the teams are here. Our VRS point farming. But if you're talking about particular players, I think particular player I would love to look at is Smir. He's a very strong AWPer, very confident at what he does, and I feel like his playstyle, if you relate it back to Iberian Soul, is actually a really good combination because they've been doing really well in the group stages.
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, Spanish CS is definitely in a bit of a situation. Not even Spanish, Latin American CS as well. I mean, it's a bit hard for these international teams to stick around. I mean, we know how, multicultural teams are nowadays from all over Europe and whatnot. So it's very rare to see a full Spanish team. And that's what they're struggling with. Finding a fifth AWPer, I mean,
it's a challenge.
Rumors are circulating trying to get a fifth AWPer. But I think Smoothie fits the bill. I mean, he has stood in for Movistar in the past. And he's very good at this level. And I think it's a very smart pickup to bring him over here. And he definitely will be one to watch. But obviously, we don't want to give all the attention to the Spaniards. Perdón. But obviously, we need to talk about Danish AAB. And there's something special, aren't they?
There's something special. I feel like last night, me and you and the other caster, we met this person called Nicholas. Honestly, that man, he is everything what you want him to be. Yeah. He's a manager. He's a coach. He does every single thing. I never met a man who does everything. But trust me, he loves his Counter-Strike. You never meet a Danish man like him. I swear to God. I swear to God. I'm being honest. Never met a man like him.
I'm not even going to deny it because obviously with these lands, it's a really good chance to meet people that know what they're talking about. And this man definitely knows his stuff. I mean, the stuff he's been doing for Danish CS, obviously, if we look back maybe half a decade ago where Astralis was at the top and, the sudden downfall of Danish Counter-Strike and just as a whole, the region needs figures like Nicholas, who's, head of or on the board at AAB doing content training and rising this next generation of Danish talent is so crucial. And it's really special, the fact that with this VRS system now in place, the fact that we get to see Danes come across the sea and now compete, it's a good chance to see what they've been cooking over the last couple of years.
I agree. Unfortunately, I feel like Astralis, let's be real with ourselves. Astralis was the main reason why actually Danish CS actually grew up. Unfortunately, Astralis going is downfall. It hasn't even attended major for the past 2-3 years since CS2 came out. Unfortunately, that is a downfall of Astralis. But let's leave Astralis to ourselves. AAB as a team themselves. You know the funny fact about these players? These players recently attended Gamer Fest. Over 5,000 people, and they won. Wow. They won. Like, these players were 8, 12, but they started from young. AAB invest talents from little, from like young boys. Like, crazy enough, these talents are all under Nicholas, the main man. The main man, that why the team is here is because of him. I swear to God.
Absolutely. And I mean, I've got some notes here. I mean, QX and Sync are definitely ones to watch. I've been told by some people around here that they're definitely going to be ones to watch. And I think that's what they're going to need. Obviously, I feel like what Iberian Souls brings to the table is experience. These guys have been together for so long, and obviously they've been mixing and matching other rosters, but now they're back together. They're going to have to break down the mastermind that is Alex. Obviously, his tenure at NIP,
oh my God,
something to question, but we all know what he's capable of.
Yes.
So it'll be very interesting to see what these players can bring. Obviously, it's a completely new type of Counter-Strike that we're going to see. Who knows what they've been doing, but I think today is a very good chance for it.
As we're talking about Alex's NIP history, to be honest, his NIP history was quite good to a certain point.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that's where the NIP downfall was. I think NIP peak was 2018, 2017, when they were winning back-to-back majors. They were actually doing really well and actually getting themselves a Grand Slam. But unfortunately, I feel like Alex couldn't meet this down. Unfortunately, it sounds as horrible as what I'm gonna say. I don't really have much hope in the team as a whole.
Okay.
The reason why I say this is like you did mention before, they're struggling to find a fifth AWPer. They're struggling to find particularly a Spanish. I feel like they don't really want to go international. Understandably, why it makes sense. It makes sense why they don't want to go with international AWPer, because they want to keep a Spanish, focus on Spanish grassroots. But I don't think there's much Spanish talent, like especially. If Latin America, of course, but let's be honest, they're most likely to be picked up by other orgs in South America or even Europe.
Yeah, very true.
Being really picked them up. So I don't really have much hope in Iberian Soul. Where if you look at AAB as a whole, their squad is actually coming from the grassroots. These people learn from the scratch, and some of these are doing they're very strong Danish players. I feel like they could be the future. I personally would love to see AAB win, but Iberian Soul
a bit of something on that side. Okay.
It's just a little personal touch after the last night.
That's fair enough. I mean, the manager has done a very good impression, but sadly, I didn't think he'll sway my heart. I mean, Iberian Soul, I'm pretty sure the highest rated team here at Epic. And there is this is one of the things that we were discussing in the previous game. Mm-hmm. The financial risk that these players, these orgs are taking just to get VRS points at a little land in England, it just goes to show how, the game is advanced. And of course, I mean, we're going to look at the map a little bit. And we're going to see an Inferno come out. Okay. I'm a big fan of this. I mean,
I really am not.
Oh,
I really am not. After what I saw, I'm gonna break it down to you.
Break it down.
Okay, people watching at home, I want you to understand where I'm coming from. Inferno is a CT-sided map. It's always important as on the T side. You need to get started strong, but. Example, we can use a great example versus Foot versus Alliance.
Yeah, the previous game that was on stream earlier today. Yes, exactly. That was something else.
Exactly. So imagine this, an 8-forward lead that Foot had. They struggled to get started on the CT side. They couldn't defend. And I feel like especially these two teams, they haven't played each other. Yeah. And I feel like there's a lot of strats, a lot of things might be thrown in the book. Because when you're playing Counter-Strike, you need to master the basics of Counter-Strike. What do I mean by basic of Counter-Strike? It's pretty much learning how to retake side, playing on timings, pretty much understand on how the T side are gonna play. I don't think it's that difficult to read, because them as a team, they're nationally, internationally recognized, because they're the one of the highest VRS teams at the current moment, and they should be the quote unquote contenders to win this Epic Clan as a whole, sponsored by Intel.
Nice little cheeky Intel drop, and I think I agree with you. I think before, I made some predictions that were written on UK CS:GO that Alliance were gonna win. But that was before Iberian Soul actually got announced. And that got my head turning, because the experience on that roster, Smooya to fill out the fifth, such good firepower on that AWP. He thrives in this kind of tier 2, tier 2.5 scene. This is it's something. Don't laugh. It is what it is, but Smooya will perform. There's no denying behind it. But with that experience, with that Foot in Alliance game, obviously Foot coming into that, years and years of French legendary names. Obviously, Jax, Sixer standing in for Nevera. You would have thought, I can't forget my boy David Devac. Oh, I love David Devac. But yeah, it just all crumbled apart on that second half. And you know what? You kind of made me switch up a little bit here, because these Danish young stars, if you play CS, you already know it. The Danes, on Face It, on Prem, they will mess with you. And I feel like you're right. They definitely are hiding something.
One more thing. AAB gave me this t-shirt. That's the only reason why. That's another reason why I got this. So I'm wearing the t-shirt. Thank you very much for AAB.
So that's where your bias comes from.
Do you know where? Read the back. What does the back say?
It says AZ.
Exactly.
Who's AZ?
A Danish legend.
Danish legend. He knows his Counter-Strike, all right. But so do you think this will be a close game then, or do you think it'll be a flat out? Because obviously the previous game from this, what was it? NXT versus 8sins. That was the comeback of the century for UKCS. Do you think we'll see a bit more, the Danes versus the Spanish? Do you think it'll be a close one, or do you think young guns will prevail, or old smart minds will, arise?
Okay, I'm gonna give two facts about both sides. Team.
All right, go on.
AAB is stricter. They actually in put in the mind of the kids, and remember that. When I'm not saying anything wrong, they develop these kids. When you look at Iberian Soul, you got players like Smooya, Alex. They're not bad players, but they have developed a lot of silly mistakes, like some behavior, how you play, mechanics, discipline. That's the only thing. I'm gonna go with AAB realistically. Like, okay, they gave me this. That's not the point. The point is this: younger talent is more likely to prevail, and especially Inferno is going to be the perfect map for it to dictate who will be the better team overall.
I agree. I mean, that T side will definitely favor AAB. I mean, obviously, this will be their first showing here at Epic Land.
Yes.
But you got to imagine just Danish CS. I mean, CS in general is so integrated into that region that they live and breathe it, right?
Yep.
So you got to imagine that they have been putting the work, and a map kind of like that will suit them. I mean, obviously, it's a little bit slower styled on the T side. I mean, trying to work the map control.
Yeah.
You know how heavily congested, places like Banana and Middle can be. But if they can work around, obviously, Smooya, who will be floating around with that orb being an absolute menace, as we know. And, if they have been putting in the work against the top teams, which they probably would have, then maybe they've got some counter strats, or maybe they've got some special ideas that they've yet to throw into the mix as the day's gone, and they will give us their first showing of it today, which I'm hoping that's the case. I want a good game.
I agree, same here. I want to also make another point here. AAB are not on HOTV just yet, Hopefully this will be the big debut. Is it? Yeah, they are. Oh, I apologize. I take that back. Unfortunately, I couldn't find them. But
you're a fake AAB fan.
Danish
people come for him.
Whoa. Don't set me up. Don't try to set me up. But of course, starting off the first pistol, of course, Iberian Soul on the CT side, and on the T side, be AAB.
Absolutely, and I think we forgot to touch on it. I mean, Vigor is the IGL for AAB, and one of the things that I did get told, because obviously we're allowed to roam around and watch these teams play, they're a very talkative team, and that's a really good thing, because one of the things that I've come to realize as I've watched, not lower level, well, I don't want to say lower level CS in a bad way, but it's communication, pacing, positioning. The way teams communicate and bounce off each other is so important, and obviously the language barrier for IBS doesn't really matter too much, because they will be speaking English for Smooya, but they will be transitioning to Spanish once he's dead. But I don't think that'll be a big problem, that whole cultural side of it. But yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be a very good game. Very, very good game. And we're going straight underway here on Banana.
Banana pushing out is going to be a little bit more of a slow down pace. 3 players already ready to approach the B side, but Smooya with that one tap on the head, and Stessa returns the favor now. 2 players approaching B.
Yeah, Smooya instantly hitting off the mark there. I mean, obviously we brought him up. He definitely wants to continue an unbeaten streak here at Epic, and well, this will have to be the 4-on-4 retake. And if there's one thing you don't know about Inferno, is these retakes are so improbable. I mean, as a CT side, it's such a nightmare trying to get back into these bomb sites that you got to wonder, is there even a chance?
I agree. 2 players already pushing for Church. They're gonna try to play. Actually, no, 3 players going Church. There's gonna be interesting on how they'll do it. But they're trying to go for takes that one, but returns the favor with the duties, and Smooya by himself trying to defend the bomb. Now, but somehow Smooya cleans this up. Smooya has not lost his touch in the game.
I mean, he has been thriving around in the tier 2 scene, standing in for Fish 1, 2, 3. Over, you can check out his stats. I mean, he's a good player. There's no denying it. And of course, he's showing it off once again, carrying them through that round. And yeah, that pistol is so crucial that they can now work with that. But we can already see something from AAB. They're not going to give out without a fight. Straight back into it with the force buy. And you got Boy with this Max 7, which will be very interesting.
A Max 7, it means something's going to happen. Something dangerous is going to happen. But Sink is going to take that swing with the gun. Does not find anything yet to give any information.
Nothing yet. Inferno definitely is a sort of style of Counter-Strike. I mean, it very much is work off the picks, because if you're not careful, you'll be walking into these stacks. And luckily for Iberian Soul, there's going to be nothing towards middle, but David G will get the first one to Vigor. That's the IGL going down for AAB, who will have to speak from the dead here. As Boy with this Max 7, this is his chance with it, and Soso is making him dance rings around him. The Max 7 could have had his chance there.
I agree, the Max 7 should have closed it off. That Max 7 was the closest thing that could have kept AAB in the round, but of course Smooya lurking around. He's going to play aggressive. Smooya is not the player to be like, oh yeah, I'm scared. Smooya is going to play aggressive now. He's had enough. All he wants to do is like, I feel like particularly Epic Land is very important for him to really get his name back out and see, hopefully see him back in tier 1.
I do agree. I mean, this is where you need to graft it out. This is where the work needs to be done. And obviously, as I've been kind of banging my head about it 24/7, it was all about, the financial risk that these teams are taking and getting those crucial VRS points that hopefully big-ish orgs will look at it and be like, you're worth the pickup. So it's very important that Iberian Soul, as the favorite team kind of coming into this event, tied with Alliance, they don't drop any games in this early group stage. and they get into that upper bracket really quickly.
Also, I'd like to make another point. If we're talking about Alex, that NIP player, this form is not. I feel like him transferring to the Spanish team is actually looking quite good for him, quite positive. Because maybe being around a Spanish culture is, I feel like little difference, little changes can actually how do you say improve it? Yeah, it can improve a player a big whole difference.
A bit of Spanish flair. I do love a bit of Spain. Spent quite some time there, so it'll be interesting if Smooya gets a, he's been learning a bit of Spanish, just trying to fit into the culture. As again, it is going to be quite quick, Iberian. So I mean, they do not want to slow down. They want to secure these first 3 rounds and get off to a strong mark here. Be a bit impatient. They're trying to, they're trying to find something with these pistols. So we'll be ready for that. As it is 3 more players in these apps, and it should just be a nice cleanup with the Galil. Easy as you like it. QX does have this Galil saved over, but in all honesty, he won't be able to do anything. Il Mago, which is actually Alex, so everyone knows, that is Alex the IGL. He's going to get the final kill. Secured 3 kills for himself, and the 3rd round for Iberian Soul.
Easy done and dusted. Iberian Soul on the 3 round streak. But now AAB, now we'll be able to see them in their true form. Sync binds up AVP, M4, actually 4 M4s and 4 utility buy. This should be the run that AAB needs to convert or even make it back into this round to keep him, to stop IBS momentum, because we all know what type of Smooya play is and what type of play he likes to play. Yeah,
I mean, the battle versus Sync and Smooya will definitely be one to watch. Obviously, Smooya working the AK on T side, quite viable these days, and opening on T side Inferno is definitely a nightmare, so I completely understand that. But this B side has been a complete nightmare for AAB. They cannot fight it for 1 second, and Stasso is just left, crip walking a little bit, because he's 15 HP and he's barely even shot he's not even shot a bullet. I mean, the guy's round is basically done, so he's going to have to definitely play his life for his team. And look at that, the condition. QXs have to come over to help out, but the main hit will be the safe side.
Of course, you see, this is what I mean. IBS has acknowledged. You see how they playing. They play with fluidity. They play with consistency. They're not making silly moves. If you compare it to other teams in Epic Land, they're not making the moves that that would cost a lot for them. No, they're playing moves that are logical. They're playing a little bit mental game right now, if you see it.
I do see it indeed, because they're actually something out of this round AAB, but Smooya is still left alive with Sorcel. And boy, has actually gone a bit unnoticed here. That flash will definitely give away his position. Iberian Soul need to clear him out, but they won't. Just leaving Smooya on this 1v3. Can he do anything? No, he can't. And the Danes finally step over the territory of Iberian Soul and get their first round, which is so needed on the CT side. So needed.
AAB at least going for the getting the buy, at least getting that first win. The buy is good for them. If you look on the IBS side, of course, Smooya straight going for the buying the AVP and AK and a good decent buy, nothing too crazy just yet.
But we actually will see this AWP versus AWP duel. I really want to see this. I'm very excited because obviously Sync has been hyped up quite a bit. So Sync versus Smooya, the battle of the 2 S's here, will definitely be one to watch. And, from just watching the first couple rounds, Sync quite passive with this AWP. He's not the type to get too adventurous. Very much a stationary AWPer. Get the easy kills, nothing too flashy. But on the polar opposite, look at Smooya. He's going hunter for his kills. And honestly, that looked like it was a hit. But he manages to get out of Dodge Boy. That information will be given over that the AWP is in play. They need to get set up here. And boy is hunting down Smooya, denying him absolutely anything. And that's the big hit maker of Iberian Soul down. AAB just needs to clear this out.
Pretty much, he needs to defend this apartment with his life. Suso, he's not going to let him breathe for a moment. Picks up the AVP, but cannot land that as well.
No, he can't. But they both managed to stay out alive. I say that as soon as Davy G actually picks up Vigor. So that's a huge kill to get back onto a 4-on-4, and it's just trade galore right now. AAB just staying ahead in the numbers game. But this B-side, which I was about to say, which has worked so well, QX just Sixth Sense through the smoke kills Alex. Yeah. And this is the Danish firepower that we were talking about in the pregame. This is what's been conditioned into them since when they were kids. Yeah, I mean, this is honestly so beautiful.
I'll never forget him telling me, I drilled it into these kids. I told them what to do. They listen. They understand. I will never forget them beautiful words. And look at Sync gonna land the final shot on Mopos. So AAB are back in the game. And this is the true Danish Counter-Strike is coming back to life, boys.
I think it's honestly quite important as well. Because obviously, like, esports in a sense, like, it's still kind of like heavily looked down upon in terms of is it a sport, but the Danes very much treat it very equally, which is honestly a very good way of running a team.
Agreed.
And you see kind of like, obviously in retrospect, these aren't people we know, but I feel they will be people that we definitely will know as the years come on. These guys will grow and develop as players, and bigger orgs will pick them up.
Agreed.
And these are their first kind of chances, first steps into this, EU scene. So, but Smooya just humbles them.
Damn!
That's what Smooya's here for, to humble them and let them know who the king is. That is Sync's AWP is gonna see no action in this round. Just a humble reminder of who's the king of this server at the moment. But we're getting the Glocks now. Alex, this is a bit of a weird one. No head armor. This is a bit messy out of Iberian Soul. QX will clean it up though.
I just want to make a point as we're talking about Danish CS. Yeah, IBS. The moment you said that, you just give them bad luck. AAB
I did a bit. My bad to the Danish fans.
Yeah, simple cleanup. But I feel like Smooya. I feel like, the thing about what annoys me the most about him. He's such a troll, but he's so good.
Yeah, I guess that is one way of looking at it. I mean, he definitely does strive though. I mean, I would love to see him at the top because I mean, when he was on big Chaos Smooya for me was honestly one of my favorite ones. If you guys remember Flashpoint, you're an OG because I missed the Flashpoint tournament in NA. That was something else. But Smooya definitely is showing his capabilities right now. I mean, also Soulsol, he's going unnoticed at the moment. He's also tied on the same amount of kills. There's a bit of equality right now. And again, Smooya besting Sync. The AWP duels. Well, the AWP battle right now is in Smooya's favor, but he's going to instantly get denied. And numbers straight back into AAB. And this is a really good comeback from the first couple rounds.
AAB, I would have put his past them. This team is such a confident team. The ways he plays the counter, especially playing the best of the best. Yes, I'm saying best of the best because IBS is actually a true good team. Especially, let's look at Smooya. Yes, he doesn't have a team, but he's that player that if he didn't perform, he will perform.
He will.
And AAB is returning the favor. They're returning whatever Smooya gives. They'll shove it back to him.
Fighting fire with fire. That's what AAB needs to do because obviously I think Smooya as an opener so crucial. I mean, as you saw in the earlier round with the AWP, he will just go hunting. And he's got the capabilities behind it. He's got the power with that aim of his to really brute force his way into a bomb site and find an opening for his team to win. Obviously, they will not have him this round. And it is just a simple crawl through long. They've not really got a lot of map control to work with. And Stesso, I mean, I thought he was going to play it passive. Actually swings in, gets the info. It's all three players, leaving it all on Boy in apps. QX on the rotate. He needs to stay alive here.
Now, he takes that one. Is he going to go back? No, he's going to slow the pace down. But now the location's already been reviewed. He's in the apartment. And QX, of course, ready for the timing to support Boyo. Now the information is very subtle, very limited, as it's all being smoked off now. It's a little bit of a challenge. Ilmag's getting mollied off, but he goes for the double, and QX returns the favor. It's a 1v1. QX gets the favor, but of course, David G always one step ahead and stops AAB at their feet. And of course, a fourth round goes to IBS. AAB are still returning the firepower from what we've seen from the beginning until now.
Yeah, a bit of fear giving up that kill stuff. So I mean, I thought he was going to tuck into the corner there and just hold long passively. But him swinging in definitely gives an opening into the round, which is exactly what Iberian Soul needed to shut down that 3-round spree of AAB. But they've been able to bank up some money. They can buy back straight into the Sync on this AWP again. I'm crossing my fingers now. Smooya would just swing in and one-tap him. I want to see what Sync has to offer, but at the moment he has been deleted quite often here. And he is going to just position himself in this long position as always. For once, AAB actually denying this banana, which is really good to see. As we've seen, IBS have really had control of this.
Davaging, he's playing aggressive mid, but of course, QX does get the double kill with a nice support from his own teammates. Vigo preventing from getting B. Also gets the tap on the head. Could he get a second one with the grenade?
Just a bit of info gathering there. Vigo going down. They know one player is here. They don't need to aggress anymore. Sync, he's been positioned towards long for the entire round at the moment. They really wouldn't expect him here, perhaps. But this should be a free kill unless Smooya gives him the whole one-tap. That isn't forgiven. So Smooya does have mid coverage here. But also, he's not actually reacting here. He's actually going to stick around top banana. Maybe force a rotation out of one of the B players and head back. But Stesso, cool-headed, he will stick around. So it will potentially be this 2v2 onto the C bomb site.
It's 45 seconds. The bomb is on him. So they're going to play for time just yet. And then they're not going to make quite a brave move just yet. QX is very, very low. Against these two players, I don't think it's possible he's going to stay alive and set. But Smooya, of course, checking every angle. We know what this man's capability of. QX, if he gets the timing correct, he'd be able to stop Smooya. Gets to throw the molly.
Little jump scare for QX. He's going to spot the info, and Stesso now denied by that smoke. He's not going to be able to help out his teammate QX. Left on an island, but what a kill for him to get. That is an impact frag if I've ever seen it. And now Soso left on an island, 10 seconds. If they get that kill, they can get the bomb down. But that's not going to happen. Boy, covering the flank from Banana. Soso just needs to stay alive and not go down after time. But he will be hunted. But he will bring down Boy. He should be able to save this AK. Barely, but man, QX, again, one we were talking about in the pregame. Look at him, 13-4 at the moment. What a game he's having 9 rounds in.
I agree. Honestly, this IBS squad is going crazy. Like QX, he's trying to keep his team alive. This is where now the tactical time is being called out by the team now. I'm not sure who called it. You know who called it?
Iberian Soul have.
Oh, okay. You see, my brain sees something else, and I always think, oh, it's AAB. It was IBS.
I mean, it makes sense as Iberian Soul. I mean, they probably would have thought they'd have a more secure lead at the moment, but AAB are keeping them honest, which is what we want to see. The Danes coming out fighting, and obviously we've been hyping them up a little bit, and I'm glad they're putting up a fight. I'm sure the Spanish fans can give it up as well, that they're showing a lot of promise at the moment, and that's what we want. We want entertaining CS.
I agree. But do you have anything to say in Spanish for the Spanish fans?
No voy a hablar en español. Perdón.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever he said, hopefully it's some good words. Wisdom for the team.
I keep this English to please the people. All right. Maybe one day we'll get a Spanish Epic LAN stream, and then maybe I can head that. Now I'm joking, but it's always nice to. This is the one thing that I love about this new Epic LAN. Just the amount of different countries that have come over to try and win VRS points. It's so much fun. It makes this it makes the scene more interesting.
I agree. This is my first actually ever Epic LAN, and you know, the funny fact is I'm not trying to fanboy right now. I actually looked up to some of these players.
Yeah.
I did not know I'd be walking
something
by
weird
past.
about that. I mean, there's legends of the game that are just saying bye in a local conference center that's been turned into a LAN hall. It's, you know, it's what dreams are made of for a lot of these UK talent, which this is the one thing I'm hoping that they take something away from this. I mean, you do not get the chances often to be playing against teams like Iberian Soul. I mean, with the players, Moppa, Smooya, I mean, and Alex as well. These guys have been around the scene for so long. And obviously AB definitely taking advantage of that as well. But the pistols being a little bit dangerous. But again, boy, towards balcony and apps, that is his spot. He's not going to allow anybody to come his way. And a nice little cleanup on the pistols. Only one gun being lost there. So money somewhat decent for the CT side. And Iberian Soul, are they running out of ideas?
Yes, yeah. I feel like the first 5 rounds, it was, let's be honest, it wasn't really, it was structured for the first 3 rounds. Then after it was Hail Mary, which goes straight to the bomb side, straight to A and B. But I really like AAB is discipline. Their discipline is crazy. Like they're not taking the stupid peaks, you know what I mean? They're not playing, oh yeah, well, let's play aggressive now. And you know what? I was speaking to the FET manager. I could tell he was upset. The team didn't get started. A lot of silly mistakes. But I feel like AAB and IBS have been learning from this. I feel like this is, yeah. I think
it's a BO1. So like, if you're cold, you're not really going to be given enough time to warm up. But QX, he's been doing that info gathering towards top banana. Mopaz, he's clocked onto that now and will kill him. So that B side completely open. And they're actually giving it up. They were going to gamble towards this A side, which is the right call. Iberian Soul are walking into a trap here. Vigo, he's going to be swinging in here. No flash. And he will get the first. And he's got support of Stesso. But the gig's up now. I mean, Soul's actually out mini. But there should really be no need. I mean, that B side's open. However, they've taken a bit too much time here, Iberian Soul. And the rotates have come in. And Soulso gets that kill, so that maybe helps out a little bit. But Sesso on the boost, they're not going to expect it. Gets the first, can't get the second with the magazine, but Vigo will come in and help out his teammate. Davigi, now everyone's reloading in each other's faces. It's an absolute brawl. And who else but Soulso to try and close this down with the 3K, him versus Stesso.
A 1v1 now situation. He's already in the bomb site now. Soulso needs to figure out information and try to figure out where could he rotate to. He has a flash, he has the weapon that he requires to keep his team in the game. But now, every angle counts.
Yeah, it's all mind games at this stage. I mean, Stesso not even thinking about the chance of it being A. I mean, Bomb is down here. There's no need for him to make any sort of aggressive play. He's nicely positioned himself here towards deep CT. Will also expect it? Absolutely not. He's going to go for the fake. Forces out Stesso, and that is nerves of steel from the young Dane. He makes it easy, and that's another round win for AAB. And I'm getting a little nervous now if I'm an Iberian Soul fan. This T-side's not really ending the way it started.
Sorry,
it's all Danish firepower right now.
Sorry, my ass. This is what we discussed before the game. The discipline, and now they're calling another timeout is being called out by IBS. I think IBS are losing structure, form. This is what I mean. I discussed before. You don't have a stable you guys don't have a stable AWP. You guys don't have a stable team, and I feel like sometimes I understand that the try goal is they want to stick to Spanish. Understandable why you like to stay in Spanish,
of course.
But sometimes you gotta expand. Realistically, the best AWPers of Spanish is like Sampayas.
Where's Sampayas and Martinez in 9Z, but obviously I think 9Z. I mean, that could be its own little mini podcast episode talking about 9Z and its future. I mean, I follow that quite a bit, as I love the South American scene. But it'll be, honestly, Iberian Soul's future very much kind of depends on this EPIC clan. If they win this, get the VRS points, they can sell themselves a bit more and maybe secure an actual proper 5th with a bit more money behind them. So there's all like this big picture that's being painted as the tournament progresses. And these bigger ones have a huge impact on these players, because obviously I wouldn't be surprised if Iberian Soul come into this underestimating their opponents a little bit. They're just a random, Danish 5-stack. What do they have to offer? Well, look. They've absolutely pummeled you on the CT side towards the end. QX, beautiful game so far. Seek's not really had a chance to shine. This will be his moment, but they've got a good read.
Exactly, this is what I mean. Now QX is behind the rifle, but he's going to try to swing out again. I'm speaking too fast now. But now AVP is going to try to clean up. What the hell?
It matches the speed of everyone dying, so honestly, not surprising at all. The reads are on point. The reads are on point. The reads are on point.
Oh, true.
They are.
I got distracted for 30 seconds. I'm like, when you point to me, I'm like, oh no, trying to go really fast, trying to catch up with me.
I mean, honestly, this has all been AAB. I mean, look at the final.
This is shocking.
The last 8 rounds, it has been 7 to AAB. They have been in, just like speed control right now. They're just chilling at the moment. It has been all them, and they want to end this off, end this off in a bang. But that 8-4 scoreline scares me, obviously, because of the Foot Alliance game. So, obviously, maybe it's a little bit of a curse. But I don't want to sprinkle stuff yet. We've got this round to focus on. And, again, it's heavy B pressure at the start of the round.
Exactly is what I mean. It's exactly kind of heavy B pressure already. Spamming through the smoke. That's just playing the aggressive play. And Boyo, he's ready on the apartments. The team, IBS, are trying to grab and get themselves back into it. Smuya and Mopos are already dead. This is not looking great. And David G playing the aggressive rifler. A 1 player on long already with AVP, but Sigma's trying to push towards short. Is David G's gonna walk straight into the crosser, but gives it a nice little jiggle peek?
Wow,
but Sink is not a scared. He's not a scared Opa.
I was about to criticize him just playing long go around, but it definitely makes it worse when he hits that shot. Soso could have had an insane moment with that lineup, but he will be instantly traded. Vigor's reactions on point. But Alex, the brains behind this team in a 1-1-3, he's got all the time in the world and the smoke to play with. He could make something out of this round, 100%.
This NIP IG out. I mean, I'm correct. NIP. His history with this team of what he can do. He goes for the first kill, he goes for the second, but of course, Stefo just returns a favor and tells him goodbye. You're finished, and AAB with a 4-round lead.
Well, there's another half to play for, but this is a very cruel reminder to Iberian Soul that this will not be an easy match. Definitely a shock. Definitely a shock for me. I mean,
I agree.
And this is no offense to the Danes. I genuinely thought this just be an Iberian Soul stomp. But I have been very proved wrong by QX. Stesso, that B-hold, magnificent. That was so beautifully communicated. The way they played off each other, know when to aggress, when to re-aggress and play their lives. Beautiful CT side. The question is now, can they do that on the T side?
I feel like this is where 2 ways it will go. It's where they'll struggle or it's where they do really well.
I mean, there's no other way. Let's be for real. It's a 50-50. I mean, actually, I think with that momentum, they'll be able to do something here.
I disagree with you. This is a CT side of the map. Will they be able to get themselves do what they can do if possible to really get themselves back into the game? But especially on the CT side, but Mofos is going to play a little bit more aggro.
I mean, the Iberian Soul know that they do not have a lot of rounds to play with. They need to play this smart. And it's actually a bit aggressive towards Abs, and the communication's completely off. Soul's just left all alone to go down. Questionable call to completely gamble. I mean, Smuya's just been chilling long, and that stack is towards that B side, which actually could prove fruitful. But that shot does actually scare them off. This will be a brawl in Banana as everyone starts swinging in. Who will come out on top? At the moment, it seems to be Iberian Star Smoothio wins his fight over on that A site. They've got an advantage to play with. But Stesu, who has been on fire, is still alive here. And Vigor, the mastermind, with that bomb. They're actually vacating, opting to play retake here on B.
This is chaotic.
Very chaotic.
Hold on. Alex, he's gonna sneak through the smoke. Let's see if they'll notice him, but he tries to swing up, but Stesu stops him already with that one tap in. Now it's a 2v2 situation.
I mean, they're going to boost Smoothio up, but I really like this to up back into Banana. They're going to expect him to be somewhere on the bomb site, but they're going to be really aggressive as they're getting jumped in the face here. Vigo will stay alive. He's really low now. He's got to play his life. He has no kit. This will be who's got more guts here. Vigo needs to play his life. One bullet will end his life, and Daviji will do just that. And that's what we want to see if we want a close game. Iberian Soul winning a really crucial pistol round, but that's not where it ends. They need to win this follow-up and start building up that CT side economy.
The economy is what is required now. If they can stop AAB's economy to even get momentum, to even start anything, IBS could win this. Honestly, I'm rooting for AAB as a whole, but you have to keep it real. Looking at the stats and look at the players' history, IBS should be the one with players with history and knowledge and actually experience within the tier 1 scene. This should be a dust. This should be a simple walk in the park.
That's the thing, though. I mean, I brought it up in the first half. PO1s are so unpredictable, and these guys have been playing all day. I mean, it gets to a point where you're going to get tired. You can get fatigue coming in, maybe not eating enough. There's so many external factors that can impact their performances on the server, and I feel like we're low-key seeing a bit of that. And also maybe the mental strain, just thinking, we'll be easy if we don't try as much. It'll be a breeze. They've lost a lot of rounds now. Now they really got to lock in and, you know, get things sorted. And Smia bringing out that big green straight away on the second round on the second half. And this is a much-win round in Mopaz. I mean, 2-13, it's not that much. And he'll have another chance denied. He's not having the game that he's probably expected. And now Alex is left all alone here to really go huge with this MP9. He gets the first, drops off. He's running out of bullets, shooting at nobody. And this B-bomb site, Smoothio's wondering what happens now. I mean, he's got to find a kill quick and fast here. But a rare miss. Sync will get that smoke down. That's an avenue blocked. They'll all have to retake through this main CT side. Is there even a chance? I mean, they've got to smoke up Banana. There's something there. But there's no kit. So, what do? 2 mollies as well. This is the problem with Inferno. Any other map, you'd probably look at this and think retakeable. There's nothing you can do.
This is what I mean. IBS have the momentum now. They give AAB an open door and be like, hey guys, you can destroy me, and this is what happened. This is what I mean. This is where Foot exactly struggled on, especially against Alliance. They couldn't get themselves started on the CT side. Yes, you may won one round, but now look, IBS invested so much now the economy is going to be hurt the most. Yes, they may take away 3 weapons away. Sorry, but this is what is annoying me.
It's a good thing that they at least managed to save, but I really got to feel for Mopaz right now. I mean, on the server, he's doing absolutely nothing. And that's the type of round where you kind of try and farm confidence against these, you know, pistols, no armor. The Flash really does nothing, and he's just met with an absolute army of, you know, all the AAB players, and he goes down for free. And that B-bomb site, if Alex maybe gets 2, there's a way back into it, but he only gets 1. And after that, the smokes go down, and that's the round done pretty much.
2-14 by the way.
Poor old Mopaz. I don't want to touch on it too much, but man, he's having a
rough game.
It's really rough at the moment. They really need him to step up. I mean, he's a Spanish hero as well. He's been around for so long. Movistar Riders. He's been, you know, he's been about in the Spanish scene. He's really, really good. And
you know what? Fair enough. You know what? I'll give him the credit where credit is due. Yeah. Yes, he is maybe having a bad game, but. Could we justify that for every game? No, we can't, because we have to point out the fact he needs to step in now. It's where the time where the team really needs him.
Yep.
Get the kills. Don't have many kills. I'm not saying that. Have the impact. Impact has significantly more value per round.
There's always ways you can impact your team without having to get kills, flashing them in, playing the bait, which I feel like he has been trying to do their bit. I don't think he was the sole player on Banana there, but I feel like they were letting him go free with these, you know, SMGs.
Ooh,
Iberian Soul hold up. They're actually giving us a bit of something here. Sosa with this MP9 and Smoothie with the AWP finally chiming in. And it looks like AAB maybe, you know, lifting their foot off the gas a little bit there, trying to just, you know, bull rush their way into this middle, but doesn't really go their way. So brought right back into reality, and let's Sync on this AK pulls off the incredible.
I wouldn't be honestly surprised. Honestly, I will not be surprised if that is even the case.
I mean, yeah, I mean, there's a minute on the clock for him to work with. I mean, Iberian Soul, this is where the experience comes into play. You do not give up a fight whatsoever.
Yeah.
Or you could just walk in and kill him. I mean, you can completely disregard what I said, and that's fair enough. David G will get that kill, and a bit of a flame reignited for Iberian Soul, hopefully coming into the second half now.
Sync buying the AVP straight away after losing that round. This is a high risk. This is what I'm talking about. AAB has had enough. They want to finish up. They're 4 rounds away from closing this up.
Yep.
4 rounds away.
It seems so close, but it can be so far. I mean, these rounds can be long and strenuous, and they got to play perfect, because if they slip out at one moment, Iberian Soul will take advantage of that and achieve this comeback.
Oh, what's going on here?
A little boost on Banana. This orb could go unnoticed. Alex, it's quite a common one. No Alex will be able to spot, maybe through the smoke. The smoke is a bit too tall. You can't peer over it. I think he can't even start. He's stuck crouching. I mean, that's just a triple smoke. I mean, the triple boost. Not really.
I haven't seen that.
Working out at the moment, but he's going to see the jump up. I don't know if he's spotted. It doesn't. He does get that kill. Sync. Beautiful stuff. Mopaz, again, the bait. The poor man cannot get anything going. And Alex, again, has to be the one to cover for him. And he's got nothing to slow down this push. David G with the molly and the nade can slow this down a little bit. But in all honesty, AB, they don't need to put their foot on the gas, because look, opportunities like that will present themselves. Iberian Soul needs to get a kill back, so it's also going hunting. He gets denied, and now 55 seconds on the round left. They're left three men on CT side Inferno. They've got to gamble it here. This has to be a 100% gamble.
This is something where they need to predict of where they're going to go. Stesso, he's already wedged himself in onto this middle side in case of any CT movement. Now, yeah, it's going to be a B side. Now the gamble.
The gamble has not paid off. They've opted for this A side when in reality it was B all along. And this will just have to be the save. That's the thing of Inferno. 5 versus 3. The money isn't good for Iberian Soul. And AAB will actually be the first ones to get double digits, which is insane to think about. Definitely did not expect it, but man, what a hell of a performance. And even little boosts like that. Have they been doing that all event, or are they now starting to sprinkle little tips and secrets that they've been saving for these types of games? Letting Iberian Soul know, hey, we're the ones in charge here, all right? We run the business.
They start... I don't even know what to say against it. It's... How do I say? It's so stupid. It really...
What's stupid?
Like, the triple was like, let me... When you watch pro play, do you ever see it? No, you would never see it.
I mean, you do see that boost is a bit of a high risk, because obviously if they ever go down mid or something, but
yeah,
there is a time and place for that, and they used it perfectly. I mean, Iberian Soul, their aggression down Banana has not worked. It hasn't worked. So they know that Mopaz, poor man, isn't going to be running down there anytime soon. So even just jumping for info, he isn't safe. So they have his number. They need to find a fix quick for this B side, because if not, as you said, it's now only 3 rounds. It's getting closer and closer into their favor.
Yeah. I think I stand by what I say now. They have a 1900 loss bonus now. Their economy is getting bad. It's getting really bad now. And AAB, the entire concept of CT, in my personal opinion, is pretty much you need to get a stronger economy. And now AAB on fire, their own role now. You cannot stop them. You created a demon. Now you created a demon that, what do you call it, IBS have brought upon themselves. I'm sorry to say that.
I mean, I like QX actually opting for the Mag 10 here, just opting for the movement and just the jumping and accuracy. I mean, this Mag 10 can just be flying through the air and get the kill when it need be. And it's a good test, I mean, against Mopaz, but it actually will be Smooya. I said they needed a fix quick, and they have brought this off over here, but instantly denied that boost. Smooya playing it really ballsy will go down. Vigo, the mastermind, outsmarting Smooya. He will go down. That AWP sees no impact, and I believe that's the first AWP on the second AWP we see on the CT side. Smooya's had nothing to do on the CT side. Absolutely nothing. AB have done so good to control his aggression, and again, slowing it right down, going quiet, forces IBS to do something, but it actually goes in their favor. The double swing not expected, and they're going to go for more. Alex is running out of bullets. He's just getting in their face, but here comes Boy. Not able to find his mark, and Stesso all alone, second mid, banking on his team, getting the job done. Now he's got to clean up himself.
Hold on. Pause. What's going on? But Stesso gets that 1 kill already, and David G's already ready with the AVP. Okay, let's talk about that. Can we take a moment to really talk about this now?
You can talk about it, bro.
What the earth was... I feel like that one, I don't even know what to say. This should be AAB's round. Honestly, should have been.
I mean, when you get the pick on the AWP like that, I can in my head, I'd probably be like, it's the green light, let's go. But I can also understand why they would slow it down, expecting that aggression. But they're actually setting up for util though there at the same time. No one really expecting the push. So maybe a bit of, you know, miscommunication. They're not expecting a re-aggression. Maybe Smooya just playing solo B on that AWP. But that's what Iberian Soul need. A bit of luck. That's what... luck is also a part of the game that you need to master and try and get yourself the best luck possible. And that's what they need. So you can get this AWP back and try and get some impact. Because at the moment, he's done nothing.
It's fine. I wouldn't say he's done nothing yet, but spam through the fool. Spam through the smoke by Soso. Will he go again? Vigor, 2 plays right opposite of him. But yeah, no one comes straight right back to his crosshair. They're pushing it back. They're slowing down the pace. And I'm not seeing the same AAB with the aggressive pace playing direct into side. Now the pace has slowed down tremendously.
I mean, one of the things that at least Iberian Soul have been doing is keeping them honest. I mean, you can see they've been winning every round, but their money isn't the best. They've been having to buy again and again and again. That they're now left a bit, you know, a bit weak. And this is already a good round. They're baiting in him here. Alex could go unnoticed. Absolutely not. But he's going to be quicker on the trigger there. Deleting QX. And it should just be clean up central here. Alex will get one more before he falls. But he's done his job. He got 2. He gives up that. Okay. If he wins that fight, that's a done round. But Smee will at least clean up over on that other side of the map. And boy, 35 HP. Not really much he can do here. Apart from save. That's kind of the name of the game right now.
1v3. I would say to them to rush the site, but the problem is this sometimes these players make silly mistakes. And I feel like AAB is very disciplined. If Soso walks directly into his crosshair, yeah, I think more economy damage is what I mean. Do you see my point? Everything I say is being replayed, man. Being replayed on the screen. I swear to God.
I mean, you can't really hate Iberian Soul trying to go hunting there. They know the money's going to be weak for AAB, so it's also going to go down there. Boy, saving that AK into the next one. Hopefully they can use that to some sort of leverage. Maybe trying to hit, like you said, a bomb site quick and fast. Or just let him probe around the map, try and find a pick and work with it. Because, I mean, I don't think we will see a full investment here. Very risky at this stage in the game. And, yeah, Sync only really going to buy 2 flashes here, so it will be some pop play of some kind.
Yeah, pretty much. It will be. I'll be honest. It depends on AAB on how they want to play. Are they going to play full banana? Or are they going to play the scared AAB? Or we can see the aggressive AAB, which we saw in the first half. This is something they will need to ask the questions to themselves. Send the AK in. I would recommend Boyle just to be swinging it, or give it to Soso. I mean Stesso. Apologies to how I pronounce his name.
I mean, he wouldn't have armor. He'd have to buy armor, so he saved the gun. But no, I mean, that's fair enough, but I actually like this. They slow it down. They let them util dump banana, then they take it. And at this point now, I wouldn't be surprised. They play around a little bit, maybe wait for some aggression, and then just hit the bomb site if they find nothing.
Smeo, of course, still in apartments, trying to find something, but 3 players on B. Yeah, it's the right gamble, but I don't think they're going to go A, realistically.
Nah, I mean, this is pistols. I mean, hopefully Boy just does an absolute madness here for them, but they're actually going to be retaking banana here, which is quite common in the mid-round. Alex is going to need a flash, but he's just going to be dry peeking into this. The triple, make it the quad. Are we going to get an ace? Absolutely. Vamos! Vamos, carajo, dale.
Huh? Can someone translate this, man? I do not understand. What did you say?
There's no bias there. I'm joking. But Iberian Soul, Alex with the ace, the brains behind this roster. Who needs a flash when you got the aim power behind him? I mean, that's absolutely beautiful.
I told you.
And we do have a game on our hand. I am so glad. But at the same time, I know AAB wouldn't. They were in cruise control at the moment, but now they're only 1 round lead.
I told you. I even told you before. I told you his NIP history is coming back to life, man. Remember them? What NIP shots I used to hit? Oh my god.
I mean, you just have NIP on your brain right now, and I mean, in reality, it should be Vigo. He's going to be tested at the moment, and Mopaz and Alex teaming up here to shut down this banana, and it's just getting a bit freaky in the volley. What's going What is going I have no idea what's going on. They were just hugging each other, and then QX burns, but
I'm sorry,
that was awkward. AB have been so good on banana. That's a bit of a... That's a surprise.
I feel like they wasn't ready for what is to come. I feel like that's the problem. Especially like AAB, I mean like IBS stopped playing aggressive banana. They couldn't comprehend it. I think that's what went wrong. Smooya, of course, down banana, looking deep into it now. It's impossible for them to go banana at this rate unless they can pull off the impossible, which I wouldn't put past AAB just yet. 3 players. Will Smooya be able to detect and stop them? But somehow Sinks makes the impossible possible.
Honestly, Sinks should just rifle at this point. I mean, he's had Smooya's number for a while now. Smooya not getting any impact on that ult again, but that is fine because Moppers will be able to clean up. He's having a couple nice rounds now. Finally, he's being able to get on the server, but that was a must-win frag. That's not giving them a chance into this round. Stesso with this ult picked up from Smooya's body, aiming for the 20th. He's going to have to go more than 20 here. They're very much trapped here. This ult needs to find something and quick.
It needs to round up, but Stesso lands the first shot. Could he land the second shot? Also behind the smoke is now on Stesso. He's getting flashed off, but somehow Soso gets first kill. Now the 1v1 against Soso with the AVP. The time is of the essence. Yeah, of course, but Stesso close it down. Sorry, but huh?
I mean, yeah, Stesso's going to be haunting the dreams of Iberian Soul tonight. I mean, what a step up in performance. I know it was QX for a while, but Stesso's in a league of his own right now. I mean, that was just cool, calm, collected. And right back to reality, my friends. I mean, it's actually AAB calling attack here. Probably maybe hella hyped after that clutch. And now it's time to bring the control, like the motions back down and stay controlled and disciplined. Exactly. I mean, they still have got 2 rounds to close out. And Iberian Soul right back into this. I know Smooya isn't going to go down without a fight, so...
Oh my god. Well, I want to hear what he's saying.
Oh, I'd love to hear the comms of this game. Oh, it'd be brilliant. Absolute... You know what? We're getting shakes of the head, shakes of the heads behind the camera, but that's fine. I would still love it. I mean,
would love to hear him right
cinema.
now. You know what he reminds me of? ESL Pro League Season 17. Are you ecoing? I'm ecoing.
I mean, that's a bit niche. I didn't even know that.
You don't know that?
I don't even know that.
I think
he's a fanboy. We found him.
Yo. Pause.
Oh dear.
Sorry. I'm a diehard FaZe fan. Sorry.
You know what? That's fair enough. But we gotta still show some love to these teams performing their hearts out on the server right this moment. And Iberian Soul, I mean, their flame is flickering at the moment. They've got signs of life, but it's very much on a knife's edge right now.
You know, this reminds me of...
What does it remind you of?
MIB versus Falcons on Austin Major Stage 2.
To be fair, that's honestly a fair...
It's on the same map. It's on the same map.
I guess that's a variable. That's a fair enough comparison, but it definitely different stakes. The stakes are definitely much higher in this one, obviously, right?
Oh, yeah,
so much higher.
Yeah. Ooh. Love it. I'm loving it.
The game has definitely slowed down. It's very much trying to work off these picks. Both teams know the stakes at this moment. And again, Stesso, my God, what a performance he's having. This is a MVP level performance from him, finding the entry again. And honestly, for once, I'm actually... Iberian Soul have made the right gamble here. Smooya will be left towards pit with that AWP, but will be the main Spanish force here to hold off the Danes invading over onto this B site. Alex will cross over and try and set up a crossfire with Soul. AAB are in for a bit of surprise here.
He's now on timing. Moppos, he's 3 players go bypass him. Alex goes for the double. QX returns in favor, but Sosu stops QX. Sync, and Moppos on top again, man. And Smooya, what are you doing? He's running straight into it. Now it's a 1v2, but of course IBS wins the round. No bomb being planted. Now the economy for AAB is looking bad now.
I mean, it's honestly quite even playing field round money-wise. And of course, Smooya knife out, running over to help out his teammate, not expecting Boy on the lurk. He will lose out that AWP, but instantly get one drop back over in his hands, so he does not have to fret anymore. But you are right. In this round, we should be looking at 11-11. Unless Sync, honestly, I felt like he's been rifling better than he has open. At least he can find an opening. These pistols are going to have to find, hit their mark. They need to hit their mark.
Triple stack is all I want. Well, we know what I want for Christmas.
It's July.
I want a triple stack, okay? I want that.
You know what? You can want it in a couple months. But right now, Iberian Soul definitely going to be counting their lucky stars right now. I mean, they definitely need to win this round. It is a must-win. And Smooya position on this AWP. I want to see a Smooya kill. He's had a couple quiet rounds. AAB have been really good at countering him at the moment.
he plays the same position every time in ABP.
He's been placed in and around the same position because obviously that's where AAB do mostly like to hit. But setting himself up with this flash here, he's actually given Sync an open window into that mid sight line, and he's going to be kicking himself. If he just stayed posted, he potentially could have gotten that kill, but Sync on that AWP, he's been entrusted with it. He'll kill Smooya. So now that AWP has been removed from the server, makes things a little bit easier. And he's now crossing over to this other side to try and pick off from short.
The one player is short, Vigo, playing aggressive. He's going to push forward with the ABP.
Mopos,
would you be that player to really shut him down?
The lineup. He's holding on. Doesn't realize there's two more. That's his position. That could have been play of the tournament right there, but he gives up. He's there, but he's still in this round, and he's coming in swinging. Mopos is shown signs of life again.
Back.
He is back. No, he's never left. Mopos is here to stay, and QX with this Tech 9 cannot find anything. Damn, we got some passion in here. I'm sure it's passionate in the server as well, as Iberian Soul will tie it up. And my word, I mean,
I apologize to Mopos. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm sorry.
Honestly, we do deserve this guy an apology because he was 2-14 for the longest time, but he has stepped up when his team needed him, and that's exactly the thing.
This is what I mean by IBS. This is what I stand by. The skills, the history, it speaks within itself. And this AAB squad. Oh my god, they're matching the firepower what IBS is producing.
Yeah, I mean, we still need to give credit because obviously it's been a bit of a Spanish showdown at the moment, but AAB, man, the Danes have shown so much determination, but maybe this is where the lack of experience comes in these late game moments. Do they have enough of strat book? Do they have enough determination and the confidence to know they can get it across the line? They have been a bit stagnant as such. That speed that we've seen in the early rounds has definitely gone missing at the moment. You just gotta wonder, is it gonna slip right in front of them? I mean, I'd love this to go to overtime, but I don't know, I've got a dark feeling.
Let's see, because now the pace is slowed down just a little bit. Because I feel like this, when AAB plays slow, they catch IBS off guard so many times, and sometimes it's actually funny, but Smooya is the one that'll be holding that ankle with the AVP. Will he actually land this shot? He hasn't landed this shot in quite some time. And this is not looking good, but yeah, there's a full AAB squad. Him, with the support of Mopos, will he be the player that will help keep his team good for the first kill?
He needs to stay alive here. I mean, he gets the first. Playing around, you'd expect with the movement and prowess that he has, I thought he would have gotten a second one, but he will go down. And a simple B execute. Surely that's not how Spanish dreams go up in flames here at Epic Land. It's actually a first loss. That'd be crazy. Iberian Soul losing to number 250, I believe, in the world. It's 200 plus. I mean, this would be an upset. A huge, huge upset. And another name to throw in the hat of another team to watch out. Aidson's definitely put theirs earlier today. And now AAB.
And Alliance as well. These are the teams that we got to keep an eye out, man. Honestly, this is what I mean. Maybe is what the factors, the external factors are having the impact on the internal factors now. Smooya's play style, the way he presents himself. Because if he's Spaniard, they're not that crazy to many others like Europeans. They're more subtle, in my personal opinion. I mean,
that's the Latin culture. Yeah, it's a bit more relaxed.
And now the third final time. AAB.
I mean, why not use it? I mean, well, this technically could be the final time if they close it out here. If not, it will be overtime. And man, I mean, it's come down to the wire, and I'm so glad. I had a feel. I mean, to be fair, I did think this would be an Iberian Soul kind of cruise control, get to the finish line in a bit of ease. But that's that Danish firepower coming into, you know, maybe the underestimation of this roster has definitely surprised and caught out Iberian Soul. And right now, they're battling it to the end. They have to finish it out here. They need to get this to overtime and potentially close this out.
I'll be honest with you. See my shirt? AAB, give me
dear.
that. Sorry. I'm sorry. Listen.
You're a Danish fan now. You've been made a Danish fan.
I've always been a Danish fan. You know the funny fact was that the Danish actually, Australia's people inspired me. That's what I'm gonna say.
I wouldn't be surprised if they've inspired the AAB as well. These young guys watching Australis dominating for a good part of the CS:GO era. I mean, it's been absolutely amazing to watch, and hopefully these young guys kind of take that, you know, Danish superstar levels and kind of start implementing it in themselves, and we'll see their rise as the years go by. But right now, probably the most crucial round of their lives, let's say, to try and close this out against number 35, I believe, Iberian Soul in the world. What an upset this will be, and it's almost a rinse repeat of the previous round. Take early top banana.
Now I feel like everything's on the line, particularly for a person for Smoothie. Oh my god, QX stops, takes down Alex with the grenade, and Mopos, he's by himself on this B site. With the MP9, no reinforcements just yet. And Stesso and Soso, what will you do? He spams through, and Stesso is already one step ahead. Now a 3v5 situation for the IBS squad. These Spaniards have a lot on the line. Their reputation being top 25 and then top 200. This is embarrassing, but the grenade does enough damage. Will Davaji will prevent it from breaking to the side, but looks up at heaven, but no, looks are short. The timing are so bad.
I mean, Davaji needs to go huge here. His teammate's going to be helping him out from long, so it's a bit of a crossfire. But who needs his teammate when Davaji's going to get the double, nearly the triple? Now Smoothie, his moment to shine, will get the first. Can he get the second? He's going to play his life. Smart. It's still a 2v1. Sync with this AWP could end Spanish dreams right here, right now. Smoke down towards long. Is he going to have to play this with the Tech 9? It looks like he will. Can he find himself a better place? It looked like he wanted to go into apartments, but he will be denied by Smoothie. And we are going to overtime.
Woo! Oh, sorry. I'm too involved.
I respect the passion. I mean, this game has gone down to the wire. We're going into overtime.
It's crazy. You know what, yeah? This is where... You know, this is what makes Smoothie unique as a player as himself. When you need him there, he is there in the moment. He's a clutch master.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, he's not really had a good time. I mean, overall on the server, the T side, he definitely had a bit more free movement, but on the CT side, he did get hard countered by AAB, but coming up huge when it matters. That's the thing. You could go quiet for a number of rounds, but if you come up when it matters and get these impact kills, you can see what happens. You've saved your team. Another chance to potentially close this out, but we do need to remember this is BO1s, so it could end in a draw. There's only one overtime, ladies and gents, so we got to remember that. There's only one overtime.
Oh my god.
So we could somehow this could end in a draw, which honestly would anger me because I don't feel like any team deserves to draw. Both teams playing beautiful Counter-Strike.
I would cry. I would really cry. But it seems like the T side are pushing more towards banana, applying pressure there. One player mid and another player pushing towards apps, if I'm correct.
I mean, this is the AAB special. They were doing it earlier in the half. They're running it back again on overtime. It's Inferno. There's not really a lot of a variation you can do. They've been really good at picking off Mopos, but now you can see they've got a more passive setup. Well, Iberian Soul, and also AAB not willing to take as many risks as they were earlier in the half. They know what's at stake, and obviously they're going to be walking into Smoothie, who's actually positioned towards short. This could catch them out. He's not really been playing here often. He does spot the gun barrel. Will it be Vigor that he sees first, or will swing into him? That molly will actually force him off for the time being. He's going to stick around, obviously.
No scaredy cat, remember that. Remember in Smoothie's peak. Oh,
I mean, he's actually not going to find his mark here, and it's actually going to be Davaji who gets the first. He's been completely countered here, but bit of an over-rotation. No. So there is a gap, but that smoke and the util, I mean, they've been juggling util here on this B site, and AB are going to have a hard time. Mopaz and two of his teammates in support towards CT. Flashes are going to come in. Alex coming through. All Flash gets two. Woo! He's done his job. Sync now once again left in the clutch. Daviji to close this out. He's just going to run on through. And that's actually going to deny him to even try and get that bomb down. So Iberian Soul will be taking this first round of overtime. And Sync won't even be able to stay alive. So all members of AB going down. And Iberian Soul, this is where the experience is going to start to flourish.
This is where IBS really need to lock in. This is where we need to lock in. Especially when they're about to swap to the T side. I feel like the T side is where they're gonna struggle the most.
Well, if they win all these CT rounds, then they wouldn't have to worry. They'll just need to win one. But we know AAB, they're not gonna give up without a fight.
Hell.
They put up a hell of a fight all series long. They're not gonna just give it up right here, right now. But I'm just a bit worried just about, you know, fatigue and a bit of the stamina. I mean, this is a long series. They probably would have hoped to close this out by now, but they're gonna have to head into an overtime. T side Inferno, it is a bit strenuous. And the one thing I will mention, Soul. He's actually been pretty heavily countered by Stesso on this side of the map, but he can still have impact. He's had a lot of impact so far on the server.
27-13. I want to point out for Stesso.
He's had a hell of a game.
He has the highest kill. Then after is Alex, then David G.
Looks like Ritu coming in. QX trying to get ahead of this a little bit. Is he going to be given support by his own team? It looks like they will. Alex, El Mago. Can he go huge here from sandbags? He absolutely can. He has been the demon of banana. That's what we're going to call him. I mean, he's been doing such good kills, such good impact, denying AAB over and over again. And again, they're out of ideas. 50 seconds. This banana pretty much gone. Unless Boy, now with sync and support, potentially something to find. But again, it's all falling apart.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crumbling apart right in front of our very eyes. Sync last live again. Moppas with the cleanup. And Danish dreams look to be going down the drain at the moment.
Hold on. I wouldn't say that just yet. They still have chances. But
there's still a chance.
It's still a chance, but I feel like going against IBS, you got to keep this in mind. These are all professional players. These players have been at the top of the top. AAB, they're young players, so I feel like this is a learning stage for them.
Oh, 100%. 100% it is, but they'll definitely be kicking themselves if they lose this.
For
Obviously,
sure.
I don't want to be, sprinkling a curse in there that they're going to lose. I want them to still give it their all, but at the moment, Iberian Soul are in control. They've been looking pretty confident for the last, 5-6 rounds. AB, not much that they've really tried to answer with. They're actually switching it up here. What a swing from Stesso. That was the one-tap peak right there. That happened so quickly, I didn't even get to catch it. Now, Davi G's just left hopeless. And the trades have come in. Smooya not getting to even shoot his gun. Stesso, what a hell of a player right now, has given an entry point into this A site.
Hold on. Pause. Let's see what Mopos could really do there. Gets the first kill. He could get the second kill. He's already one step ahead. Could just get the second. Stop him already. Alex is the sole player on the site. He might as well go for the retake. It's overtime. What could he lose? Not gonna.
I mean, there's nothing to lose. He needs to go for it. And honestly, he's tied on kills with David G. The IGL having a hell of a game, but he will be shut down by QX. So the Danes give us signs of life. They're still in this fight.
Yep. They've
won one round on the C side, and now swapping over to the CT side, which honestly, they were really, really good in that first half. So it won't be easy for Iberian Soul. It will not be easy at all.
I think this is where the moments that Iberian Soul need to come to life. It's either that they come to life or they're gonna let everything will go shambolic. That's what I think.
Yeah, no doubt.
This should be a very easier one for AAB because of course this map is the CT side of the map. Remember that.
Ooh, we've actually got a boost towards middle here. I thought there was going to be a bit of a timing here on the swing. That should be Vigor. I mean, they've been constructing a lot of boosts, the Danes, trying to build something. I think finally Iberian Soul have caught onto it. Vigor going down. Again, the IGL, you're not really looking at frags, but he's had quite a quiet game, and David G now coming to life. We know the firepower this man has. He will go down, but Soul with the trade. And man, open A bomb site. Mopos, you're going to have a really late flank here as well, so the odds of AAB getting back into this round, unless they find an avenue quick, is looking very slim.
Yeah.
And there it is. Smooya going down. That
It's
could be the green light moment right here. But they're taking a bit of time. They're taking a bit too much time because Moppas has now been able to wrap all the way around. And QX is going to have a nice little surprise moment. And look at the trigger discipline. Moppas will just clean him up. Spots nobody else. A little bit messy. Definitely could have made it look cleaner for the clip, but Stesso is still alive. And is not planning for him. Is he going to just stick it?
No.
Moppas is going to run him down. And he will get the kill. Moppas coming to life at the end of this game. And Iberian Soul will be the first to get to match point in this overtime. AAB. They need to get these 2 rounds going. Oh, we get to see this moment again. I mean, maybe from Moppas' moment.
This is so trollish. I'm so sorry.
Did we need to see that again?
You're
definitely made a meal of it. But
bit.
at the same time,
Yes.
you got to respect it. That late lurk play very much, counted on his teammates staying alive for as long as they did, and it did happen. So Moppas coming alive. the resurgence of him in this late half of the game has been absolutely magnificent, and they've needed it because look at Smooya. He's finally coming to life. He's showing us what he's got.
Oh!
He's battle open his way to victory now through apartments with that double. Alex, the mastermind behind this team, getting another one, and Stesso hitting the 30 bomb in this round. Wait, Viggo, hold on a moment here.
Pause.
There is a moment. And he's caught a timing. He gets the first, cannot get the second. It was written in the stars. And Stesso, the hero of AAB, 30 kills in the round. Smooya says, get out of here. This is my server. And Iberian Soul, the Spaniards, close this out 16-13. The Danes gave it their all. But the Spanish come out on top.
Okay. Time to give my analysis. This is where
this is your time, my friend.
This is where you say I'm the crazy man. Now it's time for me to really go into round. Especially, I would particularly like to look at the halfway point after we swap.
Halfway point, sure.
The halfway point. Why do I say halfway point? After we swap sides, there was some parts of me were concerned about IBS. There was a lot of concerns, especially Smooya. Not getting started, not getting the kills, not getting the AWP shots. But somehow they do come to life into overtime, which is amazing, which I personally love to see these players come to life in OT especially. AAB, I gotta give credit where credit's due. AAB, speaking to Nicholas.
This round that's playing right now, round 17 was so crucial. If they just, as I said, sped it up a little bit on the green light, they would have found probably those 2 entries and maybe won the round, but they slowed it down just enough to allow Alex to get back in. And obviously, here's his moment. We finally got an ace on stream. Magnifico. Beautiful, my friend. I mean, it's against Pistol, so maybe I'm overhyping it a little bit too much.
It's fine.
But he was so crucial to that comeback. Obviously, not just as the IGL, but he was getting kills when it mattered.
I agree, yeah, and especially Mopod. I'll be honest with you, like I was worried about that he wouldn't get anything started, but somehow he converts it. But I would say his impact was crazy on the game. The impact he had on the round, particularly on the late rounds. I feel like that's what kept his IBS team back in life. But AAB, all of them were shooting guns, all of them were firing. But unfortunately, they couldn't meet the firepower of like comparing to IBS, who actually have history and a legacy with certain players like NIP, to Smooya, competing, Fnatic, all these I'll call former tier 1.
Sure,
to be honest.
That's fair enough. They've competed at the highest level. There's nothing wrong with saying that.
Former tier 1 players, these guys, I feel like AAB should do not get upset. I will tell you why. You should take this as pride because we haven't had many overtimes today, and they push IBS. They push one of the Britain's best AWPers, Smooya.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Smooya definitely had a hard time, and I think a lot of the Smooya fans watching definitely would agree. I mean, Stesso. We need to give this guy his own little moment because, my God, he did it all for AAB, finishing on over 30 kills. And he was basically the one reason behind it all. And also QX in that first half. The way they took banana control was absolutely beautiful. But it was an A4 half that they did end up crumbling. I feel like, as you said, the experience, maybe waking up a little bit, realizing, wait, we got to try a little bit more here. Because actually they're surprising us a little bit. I think Iberian Soul coming into this, they were obviously the favorites. They come out as favorites. But a lot AAB can come, learn from this and take forward into the tournament.
Yeah, I agree. Like I did mention before, how Foot lost to Alliance today. I feel like it's better for them to lose now than later on. But I feel like for now, AAB, they still got a long way. Same for the same thing for IBS. Congratulations to these teams. But for now,
yes, we do have one final BO1 before we embark into the upper bracket BO3s. It will be TLR versus Glitch Tech. It's been an absolute pleasure for me today. Muchas gracias, and we'll see you in a little bit.